Welcome back, Kingsmen, to another Napoleon Total War 3 battle. My name is Kingston, and today we have a 4v4 Russia facing France, and of course we have Poland. Poland with the French faction. Now, before we really get into this battle, I'm going to say, guys, thank you so much for the feedback on these battles. I am trying to make these more enjoyable to watch, which means less jerky camera moves. I'm going to try my best to... I even decreased the camera, but it seems to have not really decreased. I'm not, like, throwing the camera around. I'm going to try to do a lot more still shots of me not having to move as much, but... that's as much I'm going to say there, and continue to give me feedback, guys. I appreciate it very much. So, like I said, we have Poland. You have, I believe these are corps, Odenot. We have Ney and the Grand Imperial Army. Now, over here, we do have France pushing up a lot with some Mamelukes, some light cav. They're going to do a good job of scouting around. We have, like I said, Russia from the Patriotic War, so we have... Bagavo, I know I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, so we're not going to. But they're four Russian factions. Now, we do have a lot of Russian cav focusing up over here. We have, of course, the Lancers, C8s, and we have some Lancers from C9s from Poland. I do believe that... Who gets the LOC? I believe an enemy takes the LOC first. I believe Russia mobilizes, takes LOC. They got their infantry, their light infantry, I believe, over there. Got some dragoons and some more lancers. Now, the real action, guys, is happening over here. As you can see, we have Poland pushing up, kind of scaring off any... Russian players. You have, more Lancers from Russia. I think these are skirmishers, actually. Yeah, some skirmishers, so that may be something Poland will want to go for. Be like, hey, that's a juicy target right there. So we'll see what happens. I would try to go for them. I mean, it may be worthwhile to sacrifice, because those guys can sit back and change the course of a line battle. Over here, we have a lot of dragoons starting to appear through the fog of war. We got 1, 2, 3 dragoons. These guys are actually pretty good, considering the price, unless I'm mistaken, which I could be mistaken. I'm not a pro. France is still mobilizing. Like I said, they got a lot of infantry back here. As you can see, a very elite units mixed in here. And then just some really good line infantry. Of course, you have to have the grenadiers. Look at them. So beautiful. And then, of course, I believe we have a cav corps. I believe the Grand Imperial is almost all cav. I hear cav going in here as some Chevalier Lancers scaring off these Russian Lancers. They're like, nope, we don't want to die. We wouldn't do very much. Let's just fall back. Now, here we go, guys. You're starting to see the Russian army appearing out of nowhere. A bunch of line infantry. Not the greatest, not a lot of them can form square, but in masses, guys, they can bolster the morale of a line battle, and you can double stack them, and they are very difficult to crack. Now, of course, France and Poland both bring in some really good units, but if they gotta play the cards right, they want to take this one Russian army alone and not let another Russian army form up, because numbers may go against them at that point. Here we go, though, guys. We got some skirmishers who are definitely going to get charged here, and as well as some Lancers. This is going to be bad for Russia. I don't think they were paying attention, and they're going to lose 2 units very easily there, as these skirmishers are broken, and now they're going to run away so they can live to fight another day. We got some Chasseurs Cheval forming up. Definitely going to help them out. Oh, these Lancers are charging into the back of the Polish Lancers, trying to make them maybe break by morale. But they're going to automatically break here. We've got some artillery forming up. That's a good placement. They have, of course, their cuirassiers guarding this. And look at this target. Look at that target for the artillery. If I'm not mistaken, this may be 2 Russian factions. Over here, some more cav engagements. I think Russia's kind of scrambling now. kind of caught off guard, caught with their pants down. But they are definitely going to be pushing forward, which means that France and Poland, yep, they're going to start forming up here. If you look at the comps here, you can see what kind of, if you can read Polish, you can see what kind of infantry they're bringing. But this artillery, like I said, guys, going to start really, really hurting. Oh my gosh, that is brutal. That is brutal. I think it's right there. Yeah, artillery's literally right there. And they're like, yeah, we've had this before. We've put down peasants before. Here we go, getting artillery. Oh my goodness. Poor blokes, they're already dying. The battle hasn't even really technically begun. Alright, over here we got a lot more of this French cav forming up, getting prepared to face off against these dragoons. These dragoons are just sitting here. Now, the dragoons could engage, and then all these lancers could circle around and get the morale damage to this French cav, and the French cav got to be wary of that. These dragoons can hold them. They're decent at doing that.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Okay, so Russia taking a building. They're going to sit in there with some line infantry and then just shoot this cav. This cav better fall back because they're about to start getting volleyed very quickly here. You can't see him. Over here, looks like Poland is going to push on this side, and maybe France is going to push over here and already advancing with some infantry, and Russia's already fallen back. I mean, this is a very strong defensive position, so I think they're going to actually just hide behind buildings and let this battle kind of do its thing. Now, if you look on the minimap, guys, this cav is getting in between the factions, getting in between these Russian players. That is not something you want to see. In fact, we may have movement here as these Chasseur Cheval army going in, and this is going to be an epic cav engagement. No, don't fall back. You're not going to make it. These guys are going to hit you before you... Oh, no. Ouch. That is going to hurt a lot. And let the battle for this cav supremacy begin. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, my bet's on Russia losing. They don't have the numbers, and their cav is not good to begin with. Look at these guys are wavering already. They're breaking, and now France is going to get encircled. In fact, oh, we got a general here. Baptiste, Jean-Baptiste, or not Baptiste, not bad. Oh, yeah, it is. Ha, I was right. Who was inspiring these men. And, of course, you have another general, Ney, who was making sure that their morale was stuck up. Over here now, it looks like Russia is going to form up. This may be where they're going to play, behind the buildings. That's a good place, as this artillery, I think, is going to start breaking this building. That's what I would start doing. Put some holes in it and make it easier, because you decrease the defensive capabilities of the building the more that you shell it. Now, they are going to start shooting. We do have a bunch of infantry who's forming up behind the artillery. I don't see any Russian artillery yet. Yeah, I don't see any Russian artillery yet. Oh my goodness, guys. This infantry has just been getting blasted. Just absolutely destroyed. And that's just one artillery piece. Over here, let us see. So, Russia, I think, is going to hold... Yeah, they're going to hold by this tree line. The trees are good because Cav cannot move very fast. So that's it working in their advantage. They're getting artillery up here. Oh, I hear some cav. No, they're not going to try it. This is really wise, guys. This cav is going to force Russia to sit here and not help their ally. And all of this, French units are joining this battle. They're going to outnumber the Russians. And you want, as Russia, you want to be... you want to have the mass amounts of infantry. Let's see, Poland is getting up another 3-pounder, and Poland is pushing up their infantry now, guys. This is a problem for Russia. Russia needs to see that they need to fall back. They need to fall back and go to their ally. Like, just, you're going to be outnumbered. Oh, wow, got another Russian player over here. Bringing out a lot of good line infantry. So I'm kind of curious what they're going to do over here. They got artillery also setting up. That's a problem for the French army. But this battle is starting up right here, guys, and this is good for Poland. If you don't see Russia double stacking, their morale's going to be worse, and you can probably survive a line battle with them. Oh, are they doing a bayonet charge? Yes, they are, guys. Bayonet charge. Russia does well at bayonet charges, but this is some grenadiers, guys, and they're going to do really well. In fact, they're also going to go in for the house with some grenadiers. That's what you want to do if you are attacking a house. Go with some grenadiers, especially if you're going against Russia. What this Russian infantry should have done is waited until they were in and then charged up behind. They're definitely going to take this house from Russia. But this line battle is starting to heat up over here. Like I said, France is just ignoring this side. Ooh, they have some units who are going to do a bayonet charge against this Russian line infantry, using the rows to move fast. And uh-oh, Russia's in trouble. Russia needs to be like, screw this LOC, let's get out of here. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Now, France does know that Russia has a bunch of infantry right over here, so they need to watch out. Russia could form up together and still be a problem. But they're pushing really hard. I like this glitched out, and this is definitely not a... Well, yeah, it is. Okay. So Russia's trying to reform as Poland is instantly victorious, massing up and just attacking. Guys over here, like I said, they are ignoring this, and Russia better realize that they're getting ignored over here. They need to push up now. They needed to push up yesterday, as these two Russian armies probably are on their own, and these two Russian armies over here are probably on their own. My goodness, this is nasty. So nasty. Russia needs a miracle now. They are isolated, and they are dying to these Polish grenadiers. Still haven't seen anything over here, guys. Oh, look at this, a general. The multitasking has been real. And unfortunately, Russia is just getting destroyed by multitasking French. Look at this. Some artillery is going to get caught out. We have some lancers going up against... these heavy calves should take them. Should, being the main word. But here we go, guys. As you can see, France is starting to encircle these two French armies. Or these two Russian armies, sorry. But here's Russia pushing hard on the flank. Maybe they can change this battle around. But France is advancing, planning on taking out this one Russian army who's becoming isolated. Russia does have the buildings to help, preserve their flanks a little bit here. But yeah, this battle definitely is not going their way right now. Take a minute to appreciate how gorgeous this looks. With a heavy smoke. All right, enough about that. Let's get back to the battle. We have more probably French cav now way behind the lines. Hopefully they're talking between their allies and they're telling their Russian player, hey, get over here right now. We needed you here yesterday. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, please, help. All right, so we got France getting pushed back over here as Russia, thankfully, is going to be pushing up. Fixing to have an epic line battle over here. Oh, I hear something. Oh, we got Russians doing a bayonet charge against... Who do we got here? Got some yellow-shirted dudes. Oh, here we go. There we go. Russia doing what Russia does best. Russian in. Haha, badoots. Sorry, I had to take a pun. I had to take the pun when I can get it. Over here, we got a lot of French cav attacking Russia. Russia does have some heavy cav over here, thankfully, to kind of combat that. So France is going to have some trouble, but France has the numbers right now, and they're going to probably just surround this Russian army. As you can see, Russia is starting to get kind of surrounded here. They need to save their cav, conserve them. They're in a stagnant line battle, it looks like, over here. And, hold on. The sound always does this, and I always got to bump it at 256 to hear the rolled musketry. So, yeah, France is advancing. Russia. Gosh, I can't get my factions straight. Russia is advancing to the aid of their ally. Russia is advancing over here. I like this they're pushing mad in causing France not to be able to flank this Russian army. Instead, they have to face this Russian army. And Russia is doing a lot heavier columns to boost their morale as they're going up against a high morale army from France. Over here, this Cav is still being super tenacious, and Russia is doing a good job of kind of being protective. They have their artillery up. They're going to hopefully be blasting this French Cav. But this French Cav probably is going to overwhelm this smaller Russian Cav force and take out this artillery. Right now, if you can see in the minimap, let me pull it up real fast. You can see that France is kind of fighting in kind of a half circle. They do have a lot of reinforcements here, and it looks like Russia's going to fall back here. But not before they get hit by more Lancers from Poland going in, maybe trying to stop these guys who can't form square. Yes. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything over here. So over here, like I said, Russia has decided just to mobilize, so France has got to be very, very, very careful. That could be a big problem. They got to defeat this Russian army before that happens. Over here, things are definitely heating up. Russia doing what they do best again, doing a lot more bayonet charges. With some...
Our men are running, sir.
Ooh, some heavier infantry. Getting flanked over here, though, by France, who has a bunch of Cavs, some cuirassiers who are going to do a lot of work to these guys who could not form square. I think he's pulling some guys out so they could form square. No, they do form square. Perfect. Good job for them. Poland, I think what they need to do is just... Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. They need to form up just to keep this Russian army from doing anything. I'm missing the Cav engagement. Dang it. Alright, so, I watched this replay beforehand. France just overwhelmed, flanked, and hit this Russian Cav on every side using their heavier dragoons and just wrecked them. It was excellent maneuvering, and I'm sorry I missed it, guys. Not trying to miss on the action as we have, Russia's Cav dragoons all forming up, and hopefully the infantry is getting close. Poland is going to help now take on this Russian line as Russia is in a mass of melee. Oh my goodness, look at this. We got some the Swiss fighting here. It is just a mass of melee. How gorgeous is that? Got the line infantry engaging on the one side. Oh, this guy just got freaking stomped and stabbed. Take him out. Yeah, there you go. Over here, I think Russia is starting to lose a little bit. On this side, they definitely are getting surrounded, and they're starting to break. All they have left is these, 6 line infantry. So Russia just has gotten outnumbered over here on this side. As we got, more Polish Cav going to be charging guys who cannot form square. Oh, some of them did, thankfully. And that's going to hurt a little bit. Actually may break these Polish Cav. They're trying to force Russia to not advance to attack because they want to be able to deal with Russia on this side first. Now, France has a lot of troops left. I hope this Russian army's close. I want to see them get involved. I want to see what France will do with that. Over here, Poland's still doing a good job of ensuring that their flank doesn't get outflanked. If you see over here, we got Russia now falling back. France kind of advancing to the attack. They've kind of stabilized this side. I hear some more Cav charging. Yeah, this Polish Cav is just being deadly, just basically battering these guys. Okay, they did what they needed to. Oh, here is more Cav from France. They're just not giving them a break. I mean, look at this. They have all this French Cav behind them. That's a problem. But Poland, I'm surprised they're not pushing on this flank. This is a weak flank for Russia. They could easily outmaneuver and outgun this army, as they have a lot of artillery forming up here, going to blast some holes. Here we go, guys. The infantry in Cav is going to form and charge together. At least I hope that's what they're going to do. Get a volley off. Come on. Pour it into them, boys. Pour it into them. Beautiful. Alright, so another Russian general dies. We have more Polish pushing on the flank. Russia is in shambles, guys. Russia over here is in shambles. They're just probably trying to recoup. So basically, France has succeeded in isolating 2 armies and destroying them. They still got 2 armies from Russia to face with some remnants of this Russian army, but I think they can probably do it. Unfortunately, Russia just kind of got focused, although they still have their army. I'll give them credit. They still have their army. Now the Cav is being an annoyance, probably. It's breaking them very quickly. Oh, look at all that smoke. Oh, man, that was kind of a cool shot, actually. I'm not going to lie. Look at this. You got the Poles coming in right through here. Anyway, here comes Russia number 3. The 3rd Russian army. This Russian army should just form up on their flank. They can still help. This Russian army is distracting a whole French army and a half, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, ooh, look, these guys are kind of cool. I love the skins on the units, you know? Got some guys with overcoats. Oh, this guy looks like he has mud on him. Tell me it is not so. A dirty uniform? What? Yeah. Oh well. I'm not going to catch it. I won't embarrass this French unit. I'm not even going to show their name. So, France is pushing on a final Russian stand over here. We have a final Russian stand over here that just got wrecked by some Cav. It seems like Russia didn't have enough Cav. That was a problem here. But a lot more Russia sticking out. They have artillery. I would not advance to the... Well, I mean, I guess kind of advanced attack. You have an ally who's still trying to hold over here. Like I said, these guys aren't doing a whole lot. I would fall back, join with your ally. They're going to die so fast. They are not doing a whole lot. Alright, let's zoom out to get a pan of the battlefield and see just what is happening. Russia over here is being broken. They have another Russian army forming up. And 2 Russian armies against 1 Polish army, guys. That could be successful. Another French armies are all over here. I mean, you got a lot of French units. My goodness. I think France realized they sent too many troops over here, maybe. As now they're starting to move their infantry over. Advance against Russia on this side. I think they have some artillery actually set up. Oh, no, they don't. The final stand. I see a lot of Cav moving up over there. Oh, man. They're not even able to hold. As, oh my goodness. We got artillery here who are trying to fire. They're just going to get charged by more Cav and thrown away, it would appear. Yeah, as more infantry are just going to... Come on. Bayonet charge them. You got to bayonet charge them. You have to. I'll bayonet charge them right now, to be honest. There we go. So they're on the last leg. Over here, Russia is pushing on a building. And I believe artillery... Oh, where's the artillery? It was right here. Okay, it must have moved. But Russia has an advantage for right now. For now, they have an advantage, guys. They have a lot of cav over here on the flank. They have a bunch of infantry pushing up. More infantry pushing up over here. Just don't go in piecemeal. Looks like they have their light infantry are going to take an assault on this house. Which all that Poland needs to do is send some cav once they're doing that. Over here, Russia just continues to fall back, and they are buying time. As France can't continue to push further away from their ally, because if their ally gets isolated, it's a problem for them. That's kind of what it looks like they're doing. They're like just falling back. Tactical retreat, as it were. But look at this. French army is pushing, and this is the edge of the map, guys. They're going to isolate this one French army and just surround them. I mean, yeah, this French army is done for. I would go and try to bayonet charge them. Yikes. That's a death trap right there. That's what that is. Over here, Poland holding strong. They have to hold strong, sending in some cavalry to hit this infantry as they're going in to fight. That is going to cause them to waver and break more. Oh my goodness, there's so much more Russian infantry, guys. Oh, it is such a pity they didn't meet together. They got separated. That is such a pity. That is such a pity. But well done maneuvering for France, you know? So last leg for Russia. They're getting surrounded. And maybe it's good for them maybe to do just a bayonet charge here. And that's probably what they're doing. Here we go. Look at that. Got the flag going in. I love how you see the flag slowly advancing and then waving. Last glorious charge. I can respect a bayonet charge at the very end. You know? I can respect it. So that's finishing up. Over here, it actually looks like Poland may be in a little bit of trouble. They're getting outflanked as Russia coming over with the numbers. Russia needs to move fast. If they can crush this army before France gets their... Well, they already have a good reserve. Although, my goodness, this is like 3 armies still, guys. We have artillery, thankfully, from Poland. Have an excellent vantage point. Gonna be shooting directly this direction. In case you're wondering which direction I was directioning. We got some more cav from Russia. Dragoons going in, trying to deal with this heavy Dragoon cav from France. It's a really good unit. A lot of infantry. And we have more cav now coming in over here, clashing. These are cuirassiers, so they're going to definitely win this engagement. I like how they're fighting over an old battlefield. But here we got Poland, and I think France knows where they have to send their units. But unfortunately, guys, I think France is going to arrive in time. There's a smaller French army over here. They could be the reserve army, but they've defeated Russia, and now they're going to be able to mobilize back this direction. And it is going to be just let's hold as long as possible. Poland is going to probably take the brunt of this as they're... Oh, we've got some howitzers popping off now, guys. These guys are probably going to get focused down. Oh, beautiful. Howitzers just make it way more epic. We got a general, maybe. Not maybe. That's definitely a general. But I'm going to do a massive pan so you guys can see. We got actually a Russian army advancing over here. Poland isn't at risk of getting flanked. I would advance already. Just, yeah, there we go. They're doing it. They're doing it. I don't have to get all upset for nothing. And as you can see, this line is forming up over here. Russia and France look like they're actually going to be going for the flank here. There are reserves, thankfully, but these... Ooh. Look at that artillery. We got some reserves, so I think Russia may not do too well. That's a general, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that's a general. But here we got, you can see the flank, guys. You can see on the flank here, Russia's trying to form up some guys. These guys cannot form square, which is why France is moving on that flank. But they need to get some guys to boost their morale here. They are pushing over here. They can take this, guys. They could bayonet charge this side. You know, just move these guys up really close and just bayonet charge them. This artillery from Poland is focusing down this infantry. It's going to do some real damage here. I hear some infantry. Going for some skirmishers. That's going to hurt. As skirmishers are going to get some Russian infantry. Charge. Bayonet charge. This is a road, if I'm not mistaken. You can hit these guys before they can get canister shot on you. Poland is in danger of being totally outmaneuvered. Oh my goodness. Okay, they were waiting probably until he fired.
All hope is lost, sir.
Which is very smart.
Is almost done.
Very smart of them. Wait until they fire so it's not canister shot. Oh my goodness. Yikes, what is going on here, guys? What's happening, huh? You're embarrassing me in front of my viewers. Just freaking do it. There we go. There we go. Whew. Got worried there for a second. So artillery is gone. This stagnant line battle, guys, is being a success for France. They are breaking really fast. Their infantry just can't stand. Thankfully, they have another reserve. They just gotta hold on. Hold the line long enough, for goodness sake. They got fresh units. They can do this. Here we go, the Cav rushing in, guys. Gonna be starting to break all of these Russians who can't form square. This Cav being super pivotal. Bayonet charge in the back. Come on. Russia is breaking over here. Russia's pushing over here and is being held up now. But it looks like a lot of Polish infantry here. Bayonet charge in the back. They're trying to break Poland here so they have a bunch of free units. Poland has to hold just a little bit longer as Russia is starting to just run. We have another bayonet charge. Dang, all out bayonet charge on this one poor infantry unit. And that's going to cause them to break, and Russia is gone on this flank. Did a bayonet charge over here. It's all or nothing, guys. Russia needs to make it. Oh my goodness. France going in behind Russia as they're in melee. Russia over here, I think, is trying to, form up on the flank, but here comes France to combat that. That's a problem. France has gotten the perfect timing in this battle. They're like, they just defeated people at the right moment to be able to advance and fight others. So, unfortunately, this will definitely be a French victory. France has most of their infantry left, and this one army over here is about to get outflanked by France. I'd send the Grenadiers in. These guys are going to start getting pounded. They're going to have to fall back. And Russia's bayonet charge did not succeed over here. And now their men are running, and Poland and France, victorious, are going to keep pushing. This is a mess, I'll tell you that. Right here. Guys shooting through here. They're just breaking. Oh, these guys are falling back. But here we go. We got some more cav. Looks like pushing up. Yeah, going for artillery. Getting rid of that problematic artillery. Russia has a couple units left, but this mass here has been doing a lot of work. You just select them all and charge on a unit. That's been working pretty well for them. And looks like over here, Russia is just holding at this point. They know that the end is nigh. Their ally has gotten crushed. They had a small window, but unfortunately was not able to hold that window. So you can see this was where their line was. It's just littered with their dead. I wonder what these guys are doing. Like I said, we got a Russian force now holding over here, trying to do their best to hold. This is where, in reality, you would do a tactical retreat. The artillery may shell them into oblivion. If our France advance, you have plenty of units, you know? You have plenty of units. You got all the units in the world. Let's get a cooler shot of that. Oh, I think it's a bayonet charge. If I'm not mistaken. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Who's going to get the first shot off? And who's going to get a shot off? Oh my goodness. Devastation, guys. It's going to cause him to break instantly. And the Cav going in to kind of finish off Russia here. Well played, though. This looked like it was a fun battle to play. Just bayonet charge at this point, right? This one square trying to hold. Now they're gonna probably form up here and go against some Portuguese line. Traitors. Portuguese fighting for the French. Oh, and another volley. That is gonna really hurt them, and they're gonna break instantly. And I believe this battle is over. I'm gonna fast forward or skip to the end here. All right, this one, like I said, was sent in by Travis S. So thank you for that. Looks like they did a really, really good job. He, I believe, was the Polish, and the Cav definitely did damage, as you can see. That's the one thing with Russia, you gotta realize your Cav is gonna do terrible. Oh no, he wasn't the Polish. My bad. He was the French Cav Corps. You can see bringing the numbers. Actually, besides the native hour, most of these guys brought, well, almost $2,000 each. These guys brought 24, 24, 25, and 19. So this Napoleonac, he brought way more than any other French player or Russian player. That is crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, I'm getting better at these replays. I can always use the feedback, guys. I always appreciate the feedback. You won't hurt my feelings, promise. Let me know what you would like to see. If you have any replays you'd like for me to do, feature, just send them to me. Enjoy watching these. So thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys for joining me. You guys stay safe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in another video.